Hey guys, Mike here. So, somebody asked me a couple weeks ago about the best water that they can get, most practical, real life situation. And we came down to basically putting an inline filter at his sink and also having a dedicated water filtering machine close to the entrance and exit onto his porch so he can enjoy activities using that and not having to step fully into his house and bring dirt into it and all that. It's a very country thing. So that got me also to thinking with something else. He asked if I don't have water with me, what's like the best one to buy at the store? And so it was, this question's a lot more complex than you think it is. And I want to try to explain pretty much what waters are at the store and which ones you should get and avoid and watch out for. So pretty much purified water is trash. Don't ever get it, ever, ever, ever. Spring water is what you want to go for. Distilled water, once in a while. Distilled water in a glass bottle is going to be the most effective because it's true distilled water. Distilled water inside plastic containers is going to be absorbing and leaching off the plastic at a much higher rate than water that's already saturated with minerals that's been either naturally occurring or enriched into the product. The spring water that you can get also varies greatly in quality and what it does, and I've tried all these waters for like at least 15 years now. I've been jumping between all of them, and pretty much I recommend to get spring water, and I do recommend some of the expensive brands, and that's Fiji, Evian being the best, hands down, the best waters as far as the content of the electrolytes and such and the naturally occurring. I don't know what's pretty much different. I know it's naturally occurring ones, but the quality for making coffee with their water, drinking it as a quencher to go into a hot environment, you know, drinking some Fiji water seems to be better than regular water or pure spring water from other sources. And the same for Evian. There is a few differences. Evian, I believe, makes my hair and my face, my skin and nails look really good. Fiji, very much the same also. They're really similar. Seems Evian does a little bit better on that. And I think that's the silica content, but I'm not even sure if Evian has higher silica than Fiji. I believe Evian has some very low numbers. When you look on, you know, the back, it's very poor if you look at the label and such. But this is 100% anecdotal as far as my sponsorship of those two. And they don't pay me. They don't even know who I am. I don't have any subscribers. And if you can't get those, there are plenty of private springs throughout America and local that are very similar and much more affordable. If you can get the glass spring water from local places, it seems to be the most cost-effective way and most the best way. You don't want plastics and all that, man. We have to start getting to glass again. And these will help you stay hydrated. It'll help your body function well and just do everything you need to do. You're mostly water. And again, using the distilled water once a month or so, and that's mainly to pull heavy metals, any kind of waste product or whatever. The distilled water can zap it out of your body. The zapping does drain all your minerals, though it creates an electrolyte poor environment, because it's grabbing onto everything, and the minerals that it's grabbing onto includes the ones that you need, the electrolytes and such. So do be careful with that, but also don't enrich your distilled water with those. What you want to do is, and this is a little risky, take your distilled water and try to drink a good bit of it, of the pure distilled water. No purified water, nothing else beyond that. Now, if it's a hot day, be very careful, because this is going to drop your electrolytes. But if you can go ahead and get rid of like all your electrolytes and all the waste at one time, it feels like the hierarchy of use of that distilled water. So if you drink this much, you'll only affect your digestive system. If you drink this much, you might pull more metals out of your body. And if you drink a very large amount, that frees up all this distilled water to not just get the easy stuff and get gunked up real quickly, but really do a thorough cleaning of your of the inside of your body completely in every aspect and every way. This water is going to go everywhere in your body, every single corner, nook, and cranny, and pull minerals and bad things, but also good things out of it. So that's your choices for water. If you can afford the really artesian spring waters, those seem to be the best. If you and I say this as somebody who doesn't make a lot of money, but I do value my health, and so I don't care about spending $4 or $5 on Fiji water or Evian water when I know it's high quality. I don't want to. It's your water is kind of important. So I also use that consideration. And so if you're spending like buying expensive supplements, just get your water right first. And this will help you pick pretty much the right one. Now you can look at the mineral breakdown of these spring waters and pick which particular ones you want to get more of. Some of them may be more potassium rich, some of them may be more silica rich, some of them may have trace minerals that aren't even in the other ones. There are different regions on Earth and they all offer unique aspects. And that's one reason why I do spend the extra money on the Fiji and the Evian, because I can drink those every now and then outside, and then when I come home, I can drink filtered or distilled, not personally filtered, or personally distilled water. If I'm out and about, the microplastics that you do get from those two are the benefit weighs is better than the microplastics, basically, and the cost. So that's pretty much it, y'all. I know that's pretty complex or whatever. It can be a lot to realize. I know everybody, well, let me tell y'all one time, I was in the aisle of Walmart and I was explaining to somebody these differences and all that, and this wasn't in Walmart, it was in the New York, it was like Target or something like that. This old New Yorker comes up to me and he's like, "It's just freaking water." And I was thinking like, man, this guy's so stupid, man. He looks so unhealthy, and yeah, it's just water, buddy. It is. And it was so funny, man. He just walked right up to me and said that he was so assured of it too. And I just laughed. I thought it was hilarious. And anyway, it isn't simple, and it's very important that you get it right. If you don't, you're gonna look like that guy. So again, y'all, spring water every day. Never touch purified. Filter your own water, reverse osmosis or filter in line or whatever, whichever way you do it. You can distill your own. Look up the ghetto ways to distill water. It's easy. I use the lid upside down method and ice cubes with a bowl trick. It's incredibly easy, and then I can use that water for my face and stuff like that because it's clean. So that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm trying to think of the brands. Fiji, Evian are both good. There's one from the Ozarks that's really good. I didn't like the carbonated San Pellegrino or whatever. It's in the glass bottle though, and it was okay. It was just too rich with the carbonation. You can also get mineral water, which is technically it all has minerals in it, but there's one called Topo Chico, and Topo Chico is heavily carbonated also, but man, it is the best antacid if you're eating a meal, hands down. It's if I'm ingesting a ton of supplements and other kind of foods, I'm gonna want that, because it's just gonna really make my stomach feel good, and it feels like it helps digest it. And it's really beneficial. I love Topo Chico. Do not drink too much of it, because it's one of the most polluted waters that there is, I believe. And it's in a glass bottle, but it's from Mexico, so buy at your own risk or whatever. I do drink Topo Chicos. I like them. There's nothing wrong with them. Usually it's the drink I get if I go to an alcohol setting, because I don't drink alcohol. I know they got a Topo Chico, and if they don't, I guess I